I'm never going to hear the end of it. I waited until 6 o'clock to watch Renegade Gypsy Race before I posted my video. And he just jogged in 53. Well, I'd rather be wrong than right and give the horse away, I suppose. Listen, a lot goes into putting the horse in the sale. If Ronnie has, if Ronnie likes the horse now and has decided that he's a decent horse and has options, and we always did have Mohawk as an option. I just didn't want to bring another horse home to Mohawk to not do, right? There's a reason he left Mohawk to begin with. He's raced admirably. I've had a ton of emails about this horse all week. We've had him for such a long time. He's been such a nice horse. Do we have to get rid of him? That's passion, right? That's loving a horse. That isn't a business decision. And I know when I say stuff like that, people are like, oh, what happened to the, own a little, love it a lot. Yeah, but it isn't, buy him now, have him forever. Like that's not a slogan. We don't use that slogan. So, listen, I was very impressed with what he did tonight. Have been off and on happy and off and on disappointed with this horse since his 4-year-old season started. More disappointed than happy, but definitely happy tonight. Horse raced great. So does that change us putting him in the sale? Listen, we're not contractually obligated to bring him to the sale. If we decide we're not going to sell him, I just take him out. It's no problem. But that's a discussion I guess I want to have. I'm going to have to reconvene a discussion now with Ron Burke and Ronnie Wren. And, obviously not, he's racing in the Breeders' Crown all weekend. We're not going to talk about it right now, but it will come up after the weekend, maybe first part of the week. I'll reach out to Ronnie again and talk to him about this particular horse and other horses that we're going to be racing. We'll talk about the rest of the day. The driving part, not a great day for me driving. It just seemed like the first part of the card, I couldn't do anything right. I let Jeremy Inhofe go with his own horse and ended up shutting the air off of Marshall Dillon, a horse of, I think that's his name, Kevin Johnson's horse. End up getting another horse buried in a bad spot when I could have been on the front. Who would have thought? And then kind of probably boiled over in the middle of the card and let a couple of the horses roll. Our first horse raced awesome. J.K. Mickey Mantle closing 51. Where the hell did that mile come from? I saw the hot fractions. So I'm like, this is setting up really good for us. They're going to come back. I moved behind Dave Pallone, and he was done. I got back to the rail. I mean, oh my God, everything is working out perfectly for us. I moved him over. I'm like, they got to slow down, but they really didn't. 51 flat was a huge mile today. It was a nice day, but huge mile today. And J.K. Mickey Mantle raced great. You got to keep him buried that third quarter for some reason. He finished up awesome. Very impressed with him today. The way he got off the car, the way he sat, the way he finished up. The horse raced great. Really, really impressed with him. Really, really impressed with him all around. The other horse, Delicious Stone DK, was out of sorts in the post parade. I thought he was sharp, but in hindsight, I don't think he was. Really hot at the gate, and then felt really good, but then let go of me. I guarantee you when we scope him, there's going to be some blood found. And he felt okay to me, but when I watched the replay, he looked very rough. The horse I'm watching on TV, that isn't how I remember the race. I remember the horse blowing by me and going to myself, Jesus, what's up with this horse today? He wouldn't let go of me. He was just hot. Well, and a pull up and his stifles are both shaking, both quivering. So stressed out. Why? So we have 3 issues. One, hot at the gate, wouldn't settle, and then let go. And then his stifle shaking. 4 issues to deal with. And I think every one of those that we address, find out why, and address and fix, will make him better and better and better. A poor outing today for him today. I really didn't feel him as rough as he looked. We could easily just put the hobbles back on him. No big deal. Obviously, he can trot without them. He just blasted from post 8. Now, he is a Lasix horse, and he has had the tendency to bleed once in a while, so I'm almost certain he did today. So how do we fix that? Everything usually with the horses is kind of intertwined. If his feet are sore, he's more apt to be hot and a little rammy, right? He gets loose on the front and won't let go of you and is stressed out the whole way. He's more apt to bleed. Were his stifles shaking because of the surface? Was he slipping? Or were his stifles shaking because he was exhausted? You got to get to the bottom of all this. I think it's the chicken and the egg. I don't think the bleeding caused any of this. And again, I'm going with the assumption he did. The bleeding didn't cause this. The bleeding was caused by that. How do we fix this and in turn mitigate the bleeding? And it's not a horrible amount, but it's enough that we have to work on. If in fact he did, but I suspect, I'm almost certain he did. So how do we mitigate that? That's the $1 million question, or at least the $60,000 question. A nice horse. He did everything right. He's sound. I love this horse. I think we will put the hobbles back on him because he did look to me optically rough. I did have to watch him down the backstretch. I did have to watch him in the far turn, but not bad. Really, just a sweet little horse, but the hotness at the gate, and got to get a snake cord on him. That'll start. That's a start. Snake cord will be a start. Yes. Maybe put the hobbles back on him and see if there's any high weight count. If again, I'm going with the assumption he bled, so I'll assume I'm right because I always am. Assume I'm right. I think check to see if there's any infection. So Tim said he wanted to draw blood, which was smart. I can't believe Ron Burke just messaged me back. He's got a lot of horses racing tonight. I don't know what he said yet. Anyway, a lot going on tonight. A lot going on tonight when it comes to, I already had somebody message me about Gypsy. I see the horse won. He didn't win the Breeders' Crown, just so we're clear. Just go easy. I'll talk to the pertinent people, like Ronnie and see what they want to do with the horse. What are their thoughts? What's Ron Burke's thoughts with the horse? What is Ronnie Wren's thought with the horse? Where do you see him going? Where can he go? Do you see a ceiling? Where should we go? And in turn, if all those are yeses and I like the horse, okay, where does he go? Kansas, Indiana's going to close soon. Where does he go next? So those are the things that we need answered. So before everybody says, oh my God, please don't sell the horse. He's such a great horse and he won in 53, and relax. All right, we'll talk to the people that will have the answers for you. I'll be talking to them very soon. So today, so far, we had Renegade Gypsy, obviously a winner. We had a great race from J.K. Mickey Mantle, 3rd and 51, race good, and a suspiciously concerning 6th place finish. Now, I guess mildly concerning. I am suspicious of what went on and how we're going to fix this. This right here, this entire Delicious Stone DK Rubik's Cube that we're looking at, this will end in a good scenario for this horse. We just have to get to the bottom of all the underlying issues. What is causing, again, I'm going with the bleeding. What is causing the bleeding? How do we mitigate that? Is there any other things we have to work on? We know his feet are sore. Are they bothering him right now? Is that why he was hot at the gate? But if it was, why didn't he make a break in the first turn? Why didn't he make a break down the backstretch when clearly he looked like he could have? These are all things we got to work on. This is the type of stuff I love. And we'll work together, Tim and I, to get this squared away. I think you'll probably see the hobbles go back on him. He's going to need a week off, unless I'm wrong. But again, we're going with this premise I'm not. He's going to need a week off. We'll put the hobbles back on him. Work on keeping him dried up. Make sure his feet are good. And then drive him. Obviously, we need to get him under control. Rather than blasting from post 8 or any post, 3-hole, 2-hole, 4-hole, sit. Do that for a few starts, and you're back in the swing of things with this guy. That's the plan for Delicious Stone. Everything else, we still got lots going on tonight. Swinging Senorita is racing tonight. Tactical Mounds is racing tonight. So is Nothing But a Dreamer racing tonight. So we got 3 more horses to go tonight. They'll be raced before I even get home, so I'll be happy to pull over and watch them go. But for right now, I am done here today. Been done for a while at the Meadows. Not a horrible day. Happy with J.K. Mickey Mantle. Eager to get to the bottom of Delicious Stone. He didn't run. I guess that's the first step. And those weren't bad horses. That's the crew that Spitfire was in last week. So not a bad bunch of horses. So eager to start working on getting him squared away and what we need to do and what process that's going to take. and happy with Renegade Gypsy. Very, very happy with him. So 3 more to go, 3 down, 3 still up. I will talk to you all very soon. Take care.